Okay. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. Defendant lobby number 1, District Court. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, Mia, especially considering that it's you.
Stop making me drink all this water!
Thank you for the hydrate. We're practically going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or we lose the trial. Shit! Well, this isn't gonna be easy, but let's do this. Quagmire. Alright. Oh.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the courtroom. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wonder if it'll be the producer. A prosecution calls Mr. Sam Manila to the stand. Or the director. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude could you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob ruffle.
Salmonella, I'm a director, television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Hey, dancing gummy bears. Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart, okay? If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on the day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on pressure. Witness testimony. Alright. He must have been single for his entire life so far. Look. I try not to poke at the bear, but, I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in a meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was, doing an action scene run-through. Okay. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh, yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole time. She was cheering on Hammer, if you could believe it. He certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting at the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, doesn't it seem a little contradictory? Mr. Manila, Eric Cartman or something.
Do you get? I'm going home.
Mr. Manila,
What you want?
When I went to the studio too, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Cart.
Better than my friend,
And better than the friends?
Oh, don't worry, you guys. I just have to make sure that I have this voice all the time. Or, as I like to call it, don't man Cal, everybody. He's just got some sand in his vagina.
That don't stand in my vagina! Boys, watch your language! Shit! Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Yeah, no, you press them a little harder on that one. You didn't take a single break.
Well, yeah, not a one.
What he's sweating about, I wonder. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. So, hang on. Yeah, no, there's a contradiction right there. Didn't you just tell the court you ate a T-bone steak during the break?
Raffle!
Well, Mr. Manila, what is this about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Let's see.
Well, phew.
FWIW, we took a break, Raffle.
But it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 2. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, LOL.
What is Raffle? Rolling on the floor laughing. FWIW, we took a break, Raffle. What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only a 15-minute break. 15, that's only 13. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. Ah, come on. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has been made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in this trailer had nothing to do with the murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting that one of the people in the trailer went there? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Probably not. I don't want to write off as many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at the time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you at least have an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey's Head barred the way. Mr. Monkey's Head, thank you. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by the Mr. Monkey's Head severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. Monkey. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid we would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order here. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the witness. Court is adjourned for recess. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in that trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Alright. Going back in there. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of 10 years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guards, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. There we go. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his questions, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. A 2nd grader in the middle of a witness trial. Who would have... This... I don't really recall... Gonna go challenge myself with a game? Have fun. I don't even know exactly what to take from this with a grade schooler on a murder trial. But my God. I get the feeling that this is going to be a very long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with the gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with that beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth would be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that in the court record. Okay, I'll do that. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. Alright, let's see how this goes. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I kinda got lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been enough time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that could have been time for a shot, I tell you. You mean this camera? Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. Didn't you just say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Ah boy, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Oh, right! This is made in 2001, apparently! 2002, around that time! Digital cameras were still brand freaking new! It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? Avoid the question, I guess. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okay. Okay, I had my camera with me, yeah. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then, the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules! Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action, I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do that? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap! Something like that. He's still being vague about all this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops! How should I play this? Well, press him harder a little bit, yeah? Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before, you said that you couldn't take your eyes off of the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Oh, I see where he's coming from. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this one. Think, why couldn't see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? You show evidence on the camera. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Well, you forget he was over here messing with the camera, right? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Oh! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you have anything that he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Okay, we're almost there. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one. I need to press him on it. He definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something he can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. God, that feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Are we sure about that? You still had stuff for this, right? Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it up with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right! What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blam. Wazam! I got them all, never missed one. A perfect collection. Uh-huh. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? This is called The Path to Glory, a collection of pictures from the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle that the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Amongst all of his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day? Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. But wait, no, wait, no, wait! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the courtroom what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Photos are blurry, he erased them. Oh no! The Steel Samurai didn't win! I can think of only one reason. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell them the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No! No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone! Ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. He did. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason that he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Oh no. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay! You're right! The Steel Samurai fell down! He didn't move! Oh my god. Order! Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what is going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What is this all about? Apparently, the Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and laid still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. What? Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through this morning. Thus, he obviously knew that Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my camera. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What? Show us quick. No way! None of you are gonna look at me like that. Now! There it is. Studio 2? Looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Mia? What? Look at the photo again. That's it. The photo is all the evidence we need to win the trial. Wait, what? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts that we know in the photo. Find the inconsistency. It's right up here, isn't it? Your Honor, look at this. You gotta develop... Yeah, no, digital photos can get easily developed with the technology they had in the day. I see a gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Oh, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? What? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. Here. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the top of the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Oh my god, it took place at Studio 2. I guess how much time has passed since it got developed, true. Here at Studio 2. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. After all, the trailer is there. You may recall there's a trailer in Studio 2. On that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding with the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steaks. They were at the scene of the crime. What? Oh my god! The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed the murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the true crime, Studio 2. Oh my god. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Olbach, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Of course we have proof. The sleeping bottle. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. We could simply fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right.
Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge. Sweet. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Whew! That was a close one. We saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home after 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure about that? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we will find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. Oh my god, so much has happened for that. Glad Cody got that photo. True. Holy crap, dude. That was ridiculous. Oh my god. I don't know whether to keep going with the trial or wait for it for another day, but that was ridiculous.